lives in a pineapple under the sea. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants then drops on the deck and flops like a fish. Everyone and their grandmamas have heard of SpongeBob. He's one of Nickelodeon's biggest mascots. SpongeBob is so iconic he even rivals Mickey Mouse in power! And that's because SpongeBob fits well with almost anything, like piñatas, ice cream, where I aim for the eyes so he doesn't have to watch his slow demise, and it's gum, but he even fits perfectly into anime. So what about video games? When people think of cartoon characters in video games, the water is already tainted by how most companies are notorious to make crappy cartoon mascot games for a quick cash grab, because they know little Timmy's granny will buy it for him on his birthday, even though he wanted Halo.
Put you on the planet.
Yet back in 2003, we were proven wrong when SpongeBob starred in his own 3D platformer, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. That was surprisingly rated pretty well, and some people call it a cult classic 3D platformer. Now, this being the age of remakes and remasters, Battle for Bikini Bottom was released from Davy Jones' locker and got a second chance to be #1 like Smitty Werbenjagerman Jensen. Welcome everybody, I'm Sit Back Reviews, and in this week's review is a return of our cheery sponge in SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Hold it!
Are you a misfortunate rando that just happened to click this video? Well, if you enjoy watching, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. You can also hit the bell, but we all know you're just gonna refresh your recommendations. But please help me reach my biggest goal this year of 1K. Hefty goal. Now, that's enough time out of me, so back to the video. Now, this review is going to be unique, because it's going to be about what is already established and what Rehydrated modified, because I never played the original.
You what?
It was one of those games I would see window shopping, yet never pulled the trigger. But a huge thanks to the gaming community Nerkco and Purple Lamp Studios for sending me Rehydrated. I'm super grateful for this chance to review it, because I was finally able to experience SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom in a fresh tone of paint. And it's something. Especially because it states it's a remake, yet kind of feels more like a remaster with sprinkles on top. I'm not going to delve any deeper on this topic because at this point the differences between a remake and a remaster are slowly mushing together.
Write that down, write that down!
So if I do miss some details they changed from the original, then please tell me in the comments below so I may be enlightened. But I tried my best to gather as much knowledge, or else my whole video will basically be me saying
Blankety, blankety, blank!
Plankton is up to no good again, scheming to steal the Krabby Patty formula through his new invention, the Duplicatotron, with a robot army. That I don't understand because they were made under the sea, and how can they possibly survive without any vacuum?
It even wants underwater!
Oh, that makes sense now. But slippery sea slugs, he left it on Don't Obey. So now it's up to SpongeBob and friends to stop the robots running rampant across Bikini Bottom. It's a basic story that just sets the premise of the game, that still stayed true to form in Rehydrated, even though this aquatic tale is meh. Battle for Bikini Bottom is more like a DVD season collection, where the majority of the story are like mini episodes as you meet the cast of characters in different locations.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear.
So let's discuss what you really came here for. How does SpongeBob play in a game?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes. SpongeBob himself plays fairly common to most 3D platforming characters. What makes SpongeBob special though is his unique abilities, such as the 2 bubble attacks he learns from Bubble Buddy. The first is Bubble Bowl, that is a wind-up projectile that is used to hit enemies and solve puzzles. Oh shit, wait! This puzzle's impossible by how the platform is a pressure plate that by the time I throw, I'm already off the platform because I'm a big poopy dum-dum and I have the brain capacity of a potato. Game is ruined, 1 out of 10. Okay, I had to meme on that reviewer, but I really enjoyed the bubble bowl and I used it quite frequently. The second power is Bubble Torpedo, where SpongeBob fires off a controllable torpedo on a timer. It's pretty neat, but I found myself only using it when it was needed, and it was kind of a nuisance to use because of its maneuverability in the water. Yet with trial and error, it's easy to wrap your head around it. SpongeBob can also turn into a ball to move around the level faster. That's pretty cool, I guess. They didn't really use it as much to show off the potential it could have had, sadly. So it's just bull. The last ability is to undie jump from fish hooks to grab goodies. Oh boy, SpongeBob's gonna make me act up because he made me square butt.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
SpongeBob is not alone on this journey because his airhead bestie Patrick and Texan Daredevil Sandy tagged along on the journey. Patrick plays similar to SpongeBob, but his unique quirk is how he can pick up objects to throw, such as melon, while Sandy can hover in the air, lasso enemies, and swing on Texas symbols. Speaking of which, is Sandy stasis by how much they enforce Texan stereotypes on her? Like, it just hit me. Let me consult a Texan friend of mine. The array of characters really adds flavor to Battle for Bikini Bottom by how they all serve a purpose to solving puzzles, but I think the biggest issue with this is the method to change amongst the characters. Bus stops are the only way to change characters. That in video game sense is dumb, but in reality actually makes a lot of sense. So in order to switch, you must run your square ass to a bus stop, switch, and then solve the puzzle. It's pretty tedious, yet luckily it's not truly painful by the amount they scatter in a level, but this was a mixed opportunity of Rehydrated to better this method with a more common approach games have today. But that doesn't kill the fun because Sandy was my favorite to use by her air maneuverability. It let me explore and break the game to my heart's content, even though she kinda came out of nowhere. Now for SpongeBob's first 3D platformer, the levels are entertaining. They are vast and open, as they offer challenges on the side that cost shiny objects. Yes, they are called shiny objects because fuck originality. But the worlds are cut into different sections that each offer an objective, such as Goo Lagoon having you arrange mirrors to sunburn a robot.
Flap and Flotsam, what's that?
Golden spatulas. Now, by me saying golden spatulas and you got a chill down your spine, then you know what's coming next. But if you didn't, oh, it's time to get crusty. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is a collectathon, so their version of stars are golden spatulas. They are usually given to you after completing a task, solving a puzzle, or outright buying them from Mr. Krabs with shiny objects, or finding Patrick's hidden socks in a level to return it for a golden spatula. Their main purpose is to progress to the game, as it allows you to go into levels and more sections of the main hub. And they aren't hard to come by if you put a little thonkin into it, yet they are abundant and some are a challenge to get, like f you Larry and your high score. Does my pain bring you pleasure? A notorious puzzle everyone hates is the Mermalayer ball puzzle for how tedious it is. But that wasn't as bad as the freaking Hydro Doppler modulator puzzle. Holy crap, my pea brain couldn't handle it. Even with a guide, I was still flubbing.
Yes, yes, yes.
No! To be honest, I didn't collect them all, because I'd rather enjoy the game. And gain all 100 spatulas sounds like culinary hell. But luckily, we have technology. For your efforts of hard labor, you get an exclusive, outstanding, and mind-blowing experience of watching everyone sing the opening song. It's not the best reward for your accomplishments, but at the same time, if you put all that work in, anything sounds appealing to ease the pain.
So much pain! So much pain!
Another fun aspect to SpongeBob's Battle for Bikini Bottom are the boss fights. There's one with every hub extension, with 2 being within a level. These fights are bluntly easy. The only fight that put some challenge on me was Robo SpongeBob, but once I learned the rhythm, it just became waiting. There are also slide moments in levels that are a change of pace. During them, you have to make quick movements to bob and weave on through. They kinda remind me of Tony Hawk, because you can either be a badass at these, or try to act cool and fail miserably. So now this is where Rehydrated takes some effect because they did tweak things, such as old cheesy methods like shielding the Duplitrons in Mr. Krabs' Dream.
No!
But that doesn't mean they fixed everything, because I still cheesed my way around town. One thing Rehydrated did add was multiplayer. Oh hell yeah! Look, they added the scrapped Robo Squidward boss fight. Oh, I can play as Gary, that's so cool! Wow, it's like a horde battle with wave after wave of fighting.
A few moments later.
Is this all there is? Nah, there has to be more.
20 minutes later.
What if God was one of us?
1 hour later.
And then I told her, yeah, you can come over on Thanksgiving, but don't go cold turkey on me. Is this hell? Now, I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like Rehydrated made one major change to SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Is it the gameplay? Nah, that's basically the same. What about the story? No, wait, that never changed. Oh, is it possibly how beautiful it is now? Rehydrated got a major graphical overhaul. Where the original had blandish dark colors, Rehydrated is more vibrant, colorful, and bright! This is honestly the selling point to Rehydrated because it now feels like you're in Bikini Bottom with its aquatic features and cartoony textures. I really love the graphics, and it oddly kept pulling me back in to play for that fact alone. It's like visual comfort food. Just looking at it makes me hungry. Is that normal? Yet I will say BFBBR does need to turn down the brightness a teensy bit. They went full throttle on some areas, and it felt as if I opened the Lost Ark. Not only are the graphics stunning, but please don't mind my sentence enhancer, the soundtrack is marvelous. It encapsulates that Hawaiian tone perfectly with how the music feels like something you would hear at a luau. I ain't no musician, but I swear I hear a lap guitar somewhere. Plus the fact that some songs are special in their own way with techno beats just makes SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom a musical pleasure to hear. And Rehydrated didn't really change much other than refine it, but Battle for Bikini Bottom carries on that clever on-point humor we all know and love. The conversations are comical, and a majority of them are voiced by the actual voice actor. Some of my favorite lines were when Miss Puff told SpongeBob not to ask questions, and they sadly didn't zoom in like before, so I'll do it for them.
Questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Like nothing never changed. Or when Sandy's dream is all crazy and her answer is she's a squirrel. One downside though is how Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man are not voiced by their actual voice actor. Yet in Rehydrated they still aren't because they used the original voice lines. Now I sadly know that both Ernest Borgnine and Tim Conaway have passed away, and we will always remember them being the retired superhero duo. So luckily we had Tim Conaway for Barnacle Boy, and we have to deal with Pubescent Mermaid Man.
Are you sure he can't fix the TV?
But they could have at least gotten Clancy Brown to voice Mr. Krabs for Rehydrated this time, because then it wouldn't sound awkward and feel like they just grabbed some random guy off the street and forced him to do a Mr. Krab impression.
What the fuck is this?
The creators really did their homework because SpongeBob is littered with inside references, such as the stages being references to classic episodes, like Rock Bottom being eerie, and when you walk up to the vending machine, a bus stops by and immediately leaves, or how Rehydrated added 2 notorious memes like the shocked expression. They also changed the dancing guide to now dab. Oh god, what is the future becoming?
He's just standing there, menacingly!
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a solid game, and I understand why it's loved by many, but it has its flaws. Sadly, they tried to release in tangent with the movie, that then got delayed due to the coronavirus. Thus, it was rushed and they cut some edges. Yet, I don't want to discourage you from playing it because if you haven't played the original, then this is the best version. I enjoyed my experience with it, but if you came looking for a modern 3D platformer that lives up to today's standards, then SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is not it, but it does hit good old nostalgia. So it's kind of like a fossil, and after cleaning it, it does look better, yet it's still the original fossil. Yeah, that's the best analogy I got. I'm a smart boy who goes to Coolidge. Huh, something is missing. Oh yeah, Victory Screech! Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to help support the channel. Also, my social medias are down below. My Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch. So if you want to come on down and give those a follow, I wouldn't mind it. It would be pretty legit. But that's enough. I can't do it, but that's enough SpongeBob. So, like always, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Yeah!